tolerance. What do people mean when they say that? These days, people think that tolerance simply refers to accepting whatever I believe. Tolerance is suggested to be something like agreement. And therefore, if you don't agree with someone's point of view, if you don't agree with their views on sexuality, on gender, on race, if you don't agree with their views on religion, you'll be told that you are intolerant. And of course, to be labeled intolerant is to be labeled as someone who hates, soon to be cancelled. What then is it to be tolerant? Well, tolerance does not refer to agreement. In fact, tolerance suggests that we do disagree. The only reason why we'd exercise tolerance is that we're allowing for a certain measure of discussion, conversation, and disagreement amongst us. Tolerance then refers not to mere agreement. Tolerance refers to the Christian civility that allows different viewpoints to coexist, to discuss, and to present themselves to one another. Tolerance does not mean that I have to accept your view as valid. Tolerance does not mean that I have to agree with your lifestyle. Tolerance does not mean that I have to endorse or validate everything you do. Instead, tolerance means that I extend to you a Christian love that allows you to present your views. It means that we can exist together in a society where our children can play in the same parks, we can shop in the same venues, we have the freedom of speech to address each other. However, we also have the freedom to disagree. A wrong kind of tolerance suggests that we must always agree, and that uniformity of opinion is what we're after. The Bible has no such idea. Instead, the Bible teaches that there are absolute truths, truths that must be fought for, truths that must be taught. The Bible tells us that we're to cast down imaginations and false worldviews and take every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. That means that not all opinions should be tolerated. And in fact, nobody does that. In our society, no one tolerates everything. We do not tolerate murder, we do not tolerate rape, we do not tolerate crime. We punish those things. What people who misuse this word are really saying is that they will not tolerate views different to their own. And as such, if you do not bandy about their ideology, they won't tolerate you, ironically. Therefore, what is a biblical view of tolerance? The biblical view of tolerance is that we allow different views to discuss, we allow there to be disagreement. We accept that there will be some things we do not tolerate publicly, and there will be some things we do not tolerate privately. What we don't tolerate publicly is a matter of law. What we don't tolerate privately is a matter of preference. The ability to distinguish these is key to an understanding of right tolerance. The kind of tolerance that the Bible teaches is a kind of tolerance in which views can compete, in which different ideas can be put forward, but in which there is no harsh and hateful treatment of those who disagree with us. Christians have long taught that we are to love our enemies, that we are to pray for those who use us, we're to bless those who persecute us. And so there can be nothing in the Christian religion which teaches that we would use violence or that we would use any kind of coercion to harm people who disagree with us. However, Christians do, and very clearly disagree with much that goes on in modern culture. And in that sense, we are not tolerant of error. We are still loving to those who commit it. We are still kind to those that do not agree with us. But that's not the same as saying that we would be harsh or violent or in any way ungodly. True tolerance is allowing different points of view to exist in a society while treating our neighbor as we wish to be treated.